Hello class 4. Hope that you're doing well at home. They're taking care of yourself because of this dangerous disease, the so-called corona. We have missed a lot. It is 2 months since we closed the school because of corona. We have missed you. I hope that you have missed us a lot, and you have missed our school or your school a lot. We as Madam Anna family of Madam Anna Primary School, we have decided to bring this service to you through online. I hope you'll enjoy our program because we are proceeding from where we left in class. Hope that you'll enjoy. Yes, welcome for today's lesson. Today, prepared for you on adverbs. We are proceeding from adverbs. But before adverbs, I remind you something that you are dealing with the parts of speech, the 80 part of speech, whereby you said the first part of speech, which was nouns, pronouns, adjectives, verbs. Now today we are on the 5th part of speech, that is adverbs. Or what are the adverbs? Because you learn about verbs, now we are on adverbs. What are these adverbs? When talking about adverbs, are words. Adverbs are words, or an adverb is a word which tells or which talks more about a verb, an adjective, or another adverb. In simple terms, we can say they are modification words. They modify. They talk, they tell more about the verb, an adjective, or another adverb. Adverbs, they answer questions. They answer questions. How, why, where, and when. They answer questions. Adverbs, they are used to answer questions. How? Why, where, and when. The answer, they modify, they answer questions on, can be in verbs, in adverbs, can be in adjectives. Let's check in this. How do they answer questions? For example, how old are you? We have the element how. You answer the question. How old are you? You can say, I'm 10 years old. I'm 11 years old. Why? You didn't come to school. I didn't come to school because I was sick. So they answer questions. Where were you yesterday? Where were you yesterday? Maybe you can say I was at home. I was at the hospital. When shall we see our father again? When shall we see our father again? So they answer questions how, why, where, and when. Let's check the types of adverbs. Then we'll see adverbs in sentences. Types of adverbs. From here on to see the 4 types of adverbs. We're in class 4, but there are 7 types of adverbs that you go when you reach to class 5, you learn them class 6 and class 7. But according to your level as class 4, you're going to learn the 4 types of adverbs. So these types can be kinds of adverbs. Adverb number 1, adverbs of manner. Adverbs of manner. They provide more information about how a verb is done. How a verb is done. It shows how. It modifies the verb. For example, slowly, easily, nicely, loudly. Slowly, easily, nicely, loudly. For example, we can make a sentence. You can say that Monica sings nicely. Monica sings nicely. They modify verbs. The verb in that sentence is sing. Monica sings. That's a verb. How does Monica sing? Nicely. So the word nicely is an adverb modifying or telling us or providing more information about or shows how is the verb done. Now we can say another sentence. My grandfather walked slowly. My grandfather walked slowly with his stick. With his stick. How was he walking? Slowly. So the adverb answer question says how. How. Let's take the next type of adverb, adverbs of placing. Adverbs of placing. They illustrate where the verb is happening. They illustrate, they show, they indicate where the verb is happening. For example, here is an adverb of place. There is an adverb of place. Nowhere is an adverb of place. Above is an adverb of place. In is an adverb of place. Everywhere. Let's say, for example, during the rainy season, you find that at Mtoombu, water, so during the rainy season, water was everywhere, or water is everywhere. Now it is the rainy season. You know, Mtoombu, during rainy season, that Mtoombu, every place has water. Because might be floods or what saying. Water is everywhere. That everywhere is an adverb of placing. So say the ball is in the line. The ball is in the line. Assume this is our line. This is the field. Assume this is our field. Then the ball is in the line. That in is an adverb of placing. In is an adverb of what? Of placing. Nowhere. During the accident, the police came from nowhere. Means nobody saw the police when they came. The police came from nowhere. That nowhere is a placing, an adverb of placing. They came from nowhere. Let's take the adverb of time. Adverbs of time. Adverbs of time. They provide more information about when a verb takes place. Adverbs of placing, they provide information about when a verb takes place. For example, every day, since, soon. For example, we can make a sentence from the adverbs of placing. Adverb of placing. We can construct here a sentence. We go to school every day. We go to school every day. We go to school every day. Say, I have been waiting for you since morning. Say, since morning, I have been waiting for you. Now, this since shows the time. When were you waiting for me? Since morning, I have been waiting for you. Schools, we hope schools will soon open, or they are going to be reopened soon. Soon also is an adverb of what? An adverb of time. The word soon is an adverb of time. Let's take the fourth type of adverb, or the fourth kind of adverbs. Adverbs of degree. Adverbs of degree. They explain the level or intensity of a verb, an adjective, or another adverb. Adverbs of degree. They explain the level or intensity of a verb, adjective, or another adverb. For example, to, the word to. I know that in most cases you come across this word. To is an adverb of degree. Hardly is an adverb of degree. The word enough is an adverb of degree. The word so is an adverb of what? Of degree. Here you can take the word, like the word too. The tea is too hot for my young brother to take. The tea is too hot. The tea is too hot. If they explain the intense, the highness of it shows that the tea is extremely hot for the young boy to take. So from here, these are the 4 types of adverbs which you'll come across them in sentences. So sometimes you can get these words underlined in a sentence. Then you are asked which part of speech. For example, the word so. So the word so itself, it is an adverb of degree. The word so is an adverb of degree. Hardly is an adverb of degree. To is an adverb of degree. Let's check the next thing here. Majority of adverbs are formed by adding ly or ally. Now, this say that in most cases, adverbs are formed by adding ly into nouns, ly into adjectives, or you add ly into verbs, into adjectives, then you form an adverb. Let's say, for example, the word accident. Accident, you add ly, you add ally, you get accidentally. The word happy or happy, you add ly, you get happily. The word slow, you add ly, you get slowly. So you add, in most cases, I told you that in most cases, adverbs are formed by adding ly. That's why, if you give me that in adverbs, you find that most adverbs, they end in ly. Let's take examples of adverbs in sentences. Example of adverbs in sentences. For example number 1, Oscar drives a car carelessly. Oscar drives a car carelessly. As I told you that adverbs, they modify or they show how is the verb done. Here, Oscar drives a car carelessly. The word drives, this is a verb. Then it answers the question, how is Oscar driving carelessly? Now, carelessly, it modifies or it tells us how it answers the question how. I rarely eat at the restaurants. I rarely eat at the restaurants. The third sentence, she walked lazily to the class. How did she walk? Very lazily. She walked lazily. She walked slowly to the class. We looked everywhere, but we could not see it. We looked everywhere. Everywhere means an adverb of what? An adverb of place. Maybe you search for something everywhere, every corner, but you could not see it. It is an adverb of adverb of place. He recently bought a new car. He recently bought a new car. Here, I try to underline the adverbs, then to check. As I told you that in most cases, adverbs are formed by adding ly. That's why you find that adverbs, they end in ly. Let's check. Carelessly, ly. Rarely, ly. Lazily, ly. Recently, ly. Except the adverb of what? Adverbs of place. Let's check the formation of adverbs. Adverbs formed from nouns. Adverbs formed from nouns. Here we are going to see how can we form an adverb or how can we form adverbs from nouns. You are given a noun, then you form an adverb. For example, here we have a noun, then adverb. Means the word adverb here, we're going to form adverbs from noun. The word beauty. Beauty. Beauty is a noun. Beauty is a noun. Beautifully. 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 Beautifully is an adverb. But in most cases, the examiner can ask you the word about the word beautiful. The word beautiful itself, the word beautiful is an adjective. Is an adjective. Beautiful is an adjective, but the word beautifully is an adverb. The word beauty is a noun. Is a noun. From the first definition, as I told you that an adverb, it tells more about, it talks more about a verb, an adjective, or another adverb. So let's see the word nature. Nature, you have the word naturally. Naturally. The word nature, naturally. Naturally. The word naturally is an adverb formed from the word nature. The word nature is a noun. The word nature is a noun. The word danger, the danger is a noun. I hope when you're learning about nouns, you learn about the abstract nouns and talk about danger. Danger is an abstract noun. From the word danger, we form the word dangerously. The word dangerously is an adverb. The dangerously is an adverb. The word person, personally. And say, I personally witnessed you. I personally came into your home. I came to your home personally. I personally came into your home. The word peace. The word peace also is a noun. You know, the word peace is a noun. But which type of noun is an abstract noun? From the word peace, from the word peacefully. Peacefully. The word peacefully is an adverb. The word courage. Where's your courage? So the word courage is a noun. From the word courage, from the word courageously. The word courageously is an adverb. These are adverbs formed from nouns. Now let's check adverbs formed from adjectives. You are given an adjective, then you are told to form adverbs from adjectives. Here we have an adjective, then a noun. Adjective, then noun. The word nice. The word nice is an adjective. The word from adjective we add ny, we get the word nicely. The word nicely is an adjective, is an adverb. The word nicely is an adverb. The word nicely said, those are nice flowers. Those are nice flowers. Remember what I told you about adjectives. Adjectives, they describe nouns or pronouns. So the word flower is a noun. The word flower is a noun. But nice, nice adjective give the quality of something. So nicely, those flowers look nicely. Not deep is an adjective. Not deep is an adjective. To form an adverb from the word deep, from the adjective deep, we get the word deeply. The word angry. From the word adverb angrily. The word brave. From the word bravely. From the word bravely. Cruel. From the word cruelly. Here we have L, you add your L-Y from the word cruelly. From the word clear. The word clear itself is an adjective. From the word clear, with the word clearly. The word clearly is an adverb. Wise. Get the word wisely. The word wise is an adjective. From the word adjective, wisely, we form the word wisely, which is an adverb. So this marks the end of our lesson. Marks the end of our lesson. But from here, I'll give you more adverbs, or more formation of adverbs from nouns and adjective. These are just examples, but there are many main formation of adverbs. But let me tell you that this marks the end of our lesson today. But from here, I'm going to give you a number of questions. Make sure that you copy the questions, you do them while at home, and you take serious of the questions. Hope that you have enjoyed the lesson. You have missed you. Remember to take care of yourself while at home. Not only yourselves, also take care of your young brothers and sisters, your parents. Avoid the unnecessary movement within the town or within the street. Corona is around, Corona kills. Hope you'll take the precautions given by your parents, by your elders. You heard from the radios, from the TV, you see people sanitizing themselves, and also remember to put on the mask in order not to be contaminated with this dangerous disease. Have a nice day. Bye.